where he left off in his last start. He was brilliant here, dominant, went after teams. Let's see how he does against Tanaka today. Tanaka beat the Mariners last year. What's Tanaka bringing to the table today?
I think as you look at this matchup today, we'll start with Taijuan Walker. Taijuan in his last outing, he was over 70% fastballs, and the impressive part about it, the velocity, he was 95 to 97, but his overall command of his fastball was excellent. Then he was able to go to his changeup, 20% changeups in his last outing, his best off-speed pitch in that one. So against a lineup with a lot of left-handers in it, he really handled it well. As you can see, the numbers, 8 innings, just 2 hits. The key, he did not walk anybody. We've seen the Yankees now for a few days. They're going to wait him out, see where he's at early. If he can command the strike zone, he should be able to be efficient in this one. So for Taijuan Walker, I don't know necessarily you're asking him to repeat his last performance. It was special, but somewhere close to it certainly would help the guys out this afternoon.
Tanaka hasn't pitched since April 23rd. There were talks about him getting Tommy John surgery. 3 doctors said you don't need it, go back and pitch.
Well, and in his last rehab start, he only threw 64 pitches. So for Tanaka today, I look for him to be somewhere between 80, 85 pitches in that area. When he is right, his fastball will be 90, 91 miles an hour. Then you're going to see the slider and, of course, the split. Those are the 2 main off-speed pitches that he throws. Occasionally, he'll mix in a curveball and a cutter to the left-handers, trying to get it in on their hands. But for the most part, again, fastball at around 90, 91, not overpowering. And then the slider and split for Tanaka today. I don't know that he'll be out there for very long, maybe 5 or 6 innings.
Well, one thing the Mariners open for, and Nelson Cruz continues on his path. It's 20th 2-out RBI. He needs some help. Mariners trying to salvage a game in this series and end a 4-game losing streak on this 1-5 homestand. Mariners and Yankees, day game, first pitch, straight ahead.
Sports is brought to you by your local Ford stores, by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Life Jennings July 18th tickets at emeraldqueen.com. By Alaska Airlines, enjoy free entertainment on your personal device. Learn more at alaskaair.com. And by Safeco Insurance, find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. Well, Austin Jackson was leading off last night, did such a fantastic job. He got moved down in the lineup. I think it was because he was so productive. They like to see what he can do with somebody in front of him. Lomo leading off. How about this? He's got a 6-game hitting streak going. He reached base 6 times last night, a season best 4 hits, 14th time in his career that he has done that in a game. And Jackson seems to really like playing these New York Yankees. Over his last 15 games against them, he's hitting .426. Hi, everyone. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Well, Taijuan Walker would sure appreciate a little offense going in his first ever career start against the Yankees. Last time out, well, he was pretty fantastic against Cleveland. 8 scoreless innings. He had 8 strikeouts. That ties a season high 102 pitches. And we may see something new from Walker today.
Well, new pitch, probably not exactly that. I think just a different grip on his curveball, which, we're just trying to get a little harder, a little tighter. And I think you do that with every young pitcher you have. When you look at their pitches with slider, changeup, curveball, trying to get it sharper, tighter, better command. So in the last couple of weeks, we've been really trying to change his grip, and he's really grown accustomed to him, and he's really liking it. So we're going to put it in the game.
Taijuan recorded his first career win at Safeco Field in his last start. The Mariners have dropped 4 straight. They'd like to see him get his second. First pitch between the Mariners and the Yankees is next here on Root Sports.
The roof has been pulled back to reveal cloudy skies, but the weather forecast is promising as we welcome you to Mariner Baseball. Today, the finale of a 3-game series with the New York Yankees as the Mariners try to end a 4-game losing streak on what has become a 1-5 homestand. Taijuan Walker on the mound today against Masahiro Tanaka. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you, and the Root Sports staff. And here's a look at the Yankee batting order for this afternoon.
Floor manager Joe Girardi leading off. It'll be Brett Gardner. Gardner with a couple of doubles in last night's game. Want to keep him off the bases. Then it's Headley, the DH. Alex Rodriguez will hit third to Sharon McCann. Garrett Jones, the 3-run homer in the 11th inning, did the Mariners in last night. Starting today, he will hit 6, and it's Gregorius, Drew, and Flores rounding out the 9 for the Yankees. For Taijuan Walker on the year. 6.18 ERA, looking for his third win. 51 innings, 47 strikeouts, 23 walks. Want to stay away from the walks. No walks for Taijuan in his last outing. Opponent's hitting .284 off of Taijuan. And we'll take a look at our American Family Insurance defensive setup this afternoon. Ackley getting the start in left field. Jackson in center. Seth Smith out in right. Kyle Seager third. Miller and Cano playing at the middle. Logan Morrison at first base. And Mike Zunino will do the catching. Taijuan brilliant in his last outing. 102 pitches, 8 innings, just 2 hits. Did not walk a batter. He had 8 strikeouts. He had a good fastball. He was 95 to 97. Really did an excellent job mixing in his changeup against the left-handers, and he'll have to do the same today. The only right-handed hitter in the lineup, Alex Rodriguez.
That last start and the start in Toronto, his 2 primo games as a big leaguer. Many storylines coming out of last night's game, some carrying it to today. First pitch, strike to Gardner. One of the storylines, Mike Zunino run from last night's game by first base umpire Will Little. Guess who's got home plate today? Will Little's got it. Phil Cuzzi at first, Tony Randazzo at second, and Mike DeMuro at third.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of small talk this afternoon between Mike Zunino and Will Little.
Nor the skipper Wyatt. Lloyd McClendon did a great job defending his guys last night, and he was all inclusive. He was angry at Little, then he spread it around to everybody else. That was
why
great.
Not? At that point, why not?
You're already done. If I'm going to be out here and kick my cap a little bit, I'm getting every nickel and dime here. 1-2 here to Gardner. One and two to Gardner. Read a big part of that third inning last night. He was heading back to the dugout. Wound up being ball 4. He thought he was struck out on a check swing. Swing and a miss. He's done this time for sure. Let's listen to what Lloyd McClendon had to say after the game last night about defending his catcher Mike Zunino.
You have a catcher that shows passion. He cares about what he's doing. He cares about his pitcher, and he gets ejected for that. To me, that's just not acceptable, and that's not right. And we have to do something about that. Said he can't do that. He can't show me up like that. And my comment was real simple. You showed yourself up because you missed the call. So, we have to show more restraint than that. For Zunino to react quickly with passion and then head to the mound to give the ball to his pitcher and get thrown out, it's not right. So.
Beautifully covered by Lloyd McClendon. 0-2 to Chase Headley. Shift on against him. 1-2. 59 degrees here under brightening skies. They pulled the roof back about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. Swing and a miss. Some high heat. 2 down.
Listening to Lloyd right there, Dave, it makes me think back when I was playing. And what would have happened if Mike had come out and said something to the umpire at first base, and the umpire looked at Mike and said, "Mike, I missed it. I blew that one."
Everything would have been good.
It'd have been over with, right?
Right. So I had to say, and you've seen umpires, veteran umpires generally.
That's the key, the veteran part of it. And then you used to be able to talk to them a lot more than you can now, right. But I think that the bottom line is there were a couple of calls that were missed, and that's what brought it all on. And in the end, if you let the guys know I missed it, because they know you're human, you're going to.
Right. And that's fair.
That's fair, but to be combative about it, I think is taking it a bit.
And the kid takes 2 steps out, and you're going to run him. I mean, get out of here. Nicely snagged by Taijuan. Underhand flip. Rodriguez retired. A great start for Taijuan Walker. Needed just 10 pitches to get through the first 3 hitters. Mariners coming to bat. lot of fanfare, a lot of money to bring Masahiro Tanaka to the New York Yankees, second year. And let's take a look at the Mariner lineup he'll face here today.
Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Logan Morrison going to lead off. Logan with a 10-game hitting streak. Austin Jackson, take a look what he did last night. 4 for 4, a couple of doubles. He was on base 6 times. He will hit second. Cano, Cruz, and Seager in the middle of the lineup. It'll be Seth, Smith, Miller, and Ackley. And Zunino rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. For Tanaka on the year, looking for his third win. Coming off the disabled list, this will be his first start again. He'll be right around 80-85 pitches in this one.
Went 13-5 with the Yankees in his first year last year. That hit a ton and foul. Wow, Logan Morrison leading off for the second time in 3 days. Second time in his career leading off. 10-game hitting streak, 13 for his last 38. What did he blast that? This one fouled off. A lot of kids, you'll hear a lot of screeching of young voices here today. Weather day, Decade Day here at the ballpark. Education Day, good stuff. Oh, 2 to Morrison. And he swings through.
American Family Insurance defensive setup for the Yankees. Flores getting the start in left field. Gardner out in center. The hero last night's game for the Yankees, Garrett Jones in right. Headley at third. Gregorius and Drew playing up the middle. Mark Teixeira, the first baseman, and Brian McCann will do the catching.
How about the terrific night by Austin Jackson? Extended his hitting streak to 6 ball games. 11 for his last 27. He went 4 for 4. A run scored and an RBI. There's Tanaka last time out for him. Oh, 2 to Austin.
And again, for Tanaka, his fastball will be 90 to 92 miles an hour. He's a splitter and a slider. Makes those 2 pitches in. Occasionally, you'll see a curveball, not often. And he'll also throw a cutter to the left-handers.
A lot of movement. Pitch misses outside. Tanaka, phenom, going back to his teen years in Japan. 6'2", 210. 26 years old from Atami, Japan. With Rakuten in 2013, he went 24-0 with a 1.27. Nice dive. Headley throws him out.
Maybe he would mix in another hit. This headed through the left side of the infield, and you can see Headley diving catch, accurate throw, take a hit away from Jackson.
It's played by the veteran Chase Headley, longtime San Diego Padre. Brings up Robinson Cano, 3-game hitting streak for him. 2 for 6 last night, got an RBI in the 11th inning. Robbie 1 for 4 against Tanaka, got a home run against him here last year. Starting to see the bat speed come back a little bit more here for Robbie.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's starting to get his hits, which is a good sign. And when you're starting to get your hits, you mentioned last night a couple of base hits, including the RBI that he picked up. But what I want to see, and talk to Lloyd a little bit, is see him back more towards the middle of the field. And when he's doing that, that's typically when he's at his best.
1-1 pitch. Gregorius waiting for it. And the Mariners retired 1-2-3, and Tanaka needs 10 pitches to do that, matching Taiwan's number. Second inning coming up. on Mariner Baseball. Yankees in town, wrapping up this series. And time now for a Geico This State in MLB history. Hall of Famer going in this year, Pedro Martinez pitches 9 perfect innings against the Padres and then gives up a leadoff hit in the 10th inning. Expos do go on to win it 1-0. Martinez, second pitcher in history to lose a perfect game in extra innings. Harvey Haddix was the first back in 1959. The kitten for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Big swing and a miss by Mark Teixeira. Takes 1 for 4 yesterday.
Mariners will have the shift on with Teixeira hitting.
Taijuan Walker in his last outing at Beauty against Cleveland. His first win here at Safeco Field. A 1-1 record in 4 starts here at home. Teixeira, McCann, and Jones 4, 5, and 6 for the Yankees. Yankees will be heading home. They have a day off tomorrow. They'll play the Angels for 3, Washington for 2, and then back out on the road. High fly ball, right field, sending Smith back up against the wall, and it is gone. Mark Teixeira with his 16th home run, 41st RBI, 1-0 Yankees. Got it on a 2-1 pitch. And hang time like a Cruz home run.
Fastball away. 94 miles an hour. He skies this out to right. I thought Seth maybe had a real chance to bring this one back, but just out of his reach.
1-0 Yankees. 66th home run for the Bronx Bombers. Man, that thing was up there a long time. Swing and a foul tip by McCann. You can hear the wind going through our microphones. Houston leads the American League in home runs. Yankees second. And the Mariners are 4th. 0-2. Fourth home run Taijuan's given up to a left-hand hitter. Here's Cano to throw at McCann. Teixeira hit a grand slam off of Felix, and look what he's done in this ballpark. He's got 2 home runs in this series. He surpassed Rafael Palmeiro. Everybody else out of the game except for Alex Rodriguez. He's down there with 14. Teixeira got ahead of Felix in Monday's game and hit a 2-0 pitch, a 2-0 changeup with the bases loaded for a grand slam in the 5th on Monday night. Garrett Jones, he went yard last night. Game winner. 3-run shot, top the 11th. Strike 3 called. Jones didn't like it. 3rd strikeout for Taijuan Walker. 2 outs here in the 2nd.
And Taijuan, a good fastball today, 95 miles an hour. Right on the outside corner.
Brings up D.D. Gregorius, the shortstop. Switch hitter. Big kudos to Mike Montgomery last night. 6 innings, a 4-hit, 1-run ball, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And he'll be pitching on Sunday. He was outstanding. And had a good time talking to him about the whole experience. He said warming up in the bullpen, that was different. Up here in the big leagues, I could hear everything everybody was saying about me. A lot of people were saying, hey kid, breathe. Line drive, that'll drop. Base hit.
Well, we could hear it when he was on his way out of the bullpen. You could hear the fans yelling at him and trying to give him a lot of support. Certainly helped, as you mentioned the numbers. Really pitched well.
He had a stretch where, remember how Joe Beimel talked about how surreal it was? He got out there and a couple times he had to You know, he wanted to slow the game down, and he said at one point, a couple of pitches, it sped up, and then Mike Zunino got him back in. Later on in the game, about the third, fourth inning, you noted that, remember, he started going to the breaking ball and the cutter, and he said he felt really good, and that's how he wanted to attack. And because he started, the Yankees, as we note all the time, they started waiting out pitches, waiting out, after he opened up with a lot of fastballs.
I thought he showed a lot because not only did he start to throw those pitches, but he was able to throw them for strikes, and that's the biggest key. I'll be curious to see his next outing. Yeah, there's a little video, and there's going to be a little more scouting report on him. It gets more and more difficult.
Well, Zunino, first time he caught him was in the bullpen warming him up. And Mike came away very impressed. With Chopper, Taiwan's got this. And throws out Stephen Drew. Home run by Teixeira. One of 2 hits in the inning. Yankees lead 1-0. Mariners and EQC offering 10% off select main terrace or view level seats to U.S. Armed Forces members at nearly all home games. Present your military ID at the Safeco Field box office to receive your EQC military discount. Nelson Cruz to lead off. And we thank that gentleman for his service. U.S. Navy Seabees can do indeed. Strike one to Cruz, 0 for 6 career against Tanaka. Sun trying to break through. John Ryan Murphy taking over behind the dish from McCann. Murphy, last night's game, 1 for 3. We'll try to get an update on what happened to McCann. 0-2 here to Cruz. Strike 3 call. So it looks like it'll be another day of trouble with Will Little. He's the home plate umpire today. Tanaka back in action. First start since April 23rd. DL'd with left wrist and forearm issues against the Mariners. That was here last year. Complete game 6 hitter. 2 runs and 11 Ks. He's got 2 right now.
The Yankees will put the shift on with Kyle Seager stepping in. So Gregorius, the shortstop, over on the right side of the infield. Kyle Seager having a good series, has his average up to 280 now, 4 for 9 in the series.
One, 2 to Kyle. 1 for 3 against Tanaka last year. 1-0 and a Mark Teixeira homer leading off the top of the second. Strike 3 called. Kyle not fond of that call either. 2 down. Two strikeouts looking. Retires Cruz and Seager, brings up Seth Smith.
Let's take a look at this last fastball. It's going to start inside with some run to it.
Seth, 261 hitter with 5 homers and 14 runs batted in. Seth pinch hit in the 9th inning last night and struck out. One. Really nice crowd, going to be upwards of 35,000 here this afternoon. Back up the middle. Gregorius, terrific play. Outstanding. 6 up, 6 down by Tanaka, helped by that fine defensive gem by Gregorius. 9 pitches in the second inning, 1-0 Yankees. Local Ford store hosting a peanut butter drive at Safeco Field this Friday when the Rays are in town. Fans attending the game on the June 5th, they bring their unopened peanut butter donation to Safeco Field to contribute to the Ford Focus on Child Hunger campaign. Here's Ramon Flores, the left fielder. It'll be Flores, Gardner, and Headley, 9-1 and 2. Home run by Teixeira has the Yankees on the board. Swing and a miss. That high heat's working. Hard to lay off, isn't it?
Yeah, especially after a couple of really good fastballs on the inside corner. You start to speed the hitter up. They feel they have to chase to get to it, and then they'll swing at a pitch out of the zone, which is what happens with Flores. EQC tracer. That pitch up around his shoulders.
4 strikeouts for Taijuan Walker here in the early going. And last outing against Cleveland, here at Citgo, 8 strikeouts, no walks. Up and into Gardner, who struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Six lefties and 2 switch hitters in the lineup for the Yankees today. Two and one. Taiwan's got a win at Texas and last week's win against Cleveland on his ledger. All 3-1 here to Gardner. Chase Headley on deck. Three and 2. Position players, everyday players, Seager, Cano, Morris, Jackson, Smith, Zunino. What's it like bouncing back from a game that ended last night at 11:05 and starting here at 12:40?
It's probably, outside of having an injury that maybe you're dealing with, it's probably easier for the veteran guys because they are used to tricking their mind as this one goes right at Jackson in center field, so they can get themselves going. I think sometimes younger players probably have a tougher time with it. For Zunino, you would think catching, but he wasn't around for very long last night, so he's fine. In fact, I wonder if he ended up catching that entire ball game, he probably isn't in there tonight or this afternoon.
Got a run from last night's game in the 3rd inning. Robbie Cano, we know about him. He'll put his name in the lineup 162. He'll be there.
Yeah, this is part of the deal.
Yeah, good point.
I can remember it goes all the way back to when my first year in full season A ball, Felipe Alou. I was very fortunate to have Felipe as my manager, and he had a team meeting one day. It was back, you're riding buses and doing the whole thing, and he just looked at us and he said, if you want to be an everyday player, you play every day. It was that simple. And he said, some days you're not going to feel good, some days you're going to be tired. You have to trick yourself into changing that, and you better learn how to do it starting right now.
Sage advice from a guy I think I've met once, but I've heard nothing but raves about over the years about Felipe Alou from you and a whole bunch of other guys.
For a guy in his first season of professional baseball, I couldn't imagine having a better manager, a guy with all that knowledge and experience. Really good big league player, too.
Oh, he's a good player. Yeah.
And you'll appreciate this. The only reason why he was in A ball, which we were in West Palm Beach at the time, was because he liked the fishing. That's the truth. He could have been a big league coach or been managing the AAA team. He liked it right there because he liked the fishing.
Ground ball for Cano, and he'll throw out Headley. Nice inning for Taijuan Walker. Retires the Yankees in order. Coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it'll be the bottom 3rd of the order. Brad Miller, Dustin Ackley, and Mike Zunino. Mariners. Time now for CenturyLink. What's next? Tampa Bay Rays coming to town. Familiar face Erasmo Ramirez will open up against Roenis Elias. Jake Odorizzi against Jay Happ. Alex Colomé against Felix. And Chris Archer against Mike Montgomery. That team can pitch. Off-speed pitch, strike one to Brad Miller, leading off the home third. We're just talking about Philippe Ballou. 17-year career, 286 batting average, 206 home runs. That's a great career. Giants, Milwaukee Braves, Atlanta Braves, Oakland, Yankees, Montreal, and the Brewers. Career ended in 1974 at age 39. And he said you were with him about 30 years. He's 80 years old. I bet he's still ripped.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know, he was put together. That was in 87. So 28 years ago.
Yep. 1-0 on Mark Teixeira's second inning leadoff homer. Brad Miller. There's a base hit for the Mariners. Their first of the afternoon. And it is Miller time. Putting it in high gear. And here he comes. Going for three. And he's going to make it easily. Leadoff triple. Brad Miller here in the third. His third triple of the season.
Anytime Brad can get the ball through the gaps, whether it's left center or right center, there's a good chance he's going to get a triple because Brad always runs hard right out of the gate. Right now he's thinking three. And right there he made up his mind, he's going. So a great opportunity for the Mariners. The Yankees will play their infield back other than Headley over at third. The rest of the infield is back. So with Ackley hitting a ground ball will pick up a run for the Mariners.
Third triple ties him with Seth Smith with a team lead. And now, Michael, a bugaboo for the Mariners on this homestand in which they're 1-5, hitting just a .55 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. They're certainly aware of that. Lloyd is too. These are the ones right here you have to pick up.
He's got a 2-0 count.
Dustin has really struggled with runners in scoring position, just 107. It's these situations with runner at third, less than 2 outs. If you're really going to struggle, and they have hitting with runners in scoring position, you have to be able to put the ball in play and pick these runners up.
Breaking ball for strike 2-1.
Mariners had a similar situation yesterday. Austin Jackson leading the game off with a double was moved up by Willie Bloomquist, and they weren't able to get the runner in. You play a lot of tight games, Dave. These runs are so important to you.
2-1 pitch. Off the plate, the Yankees make that the Mariners 13-10 in 1-run games, 4-9 in 2-run games. Big opportunity here to tie it up. 3-1 to Ackley. And that'll do it. And then some. Hit a long way. That's a base hit. A two-base hit, in fact, for Dustin Ackley. Drives in a run. We got a tie ball game at 1-1. Ackley with his 11th RBI and his 5th double. Boy, do they need that. Hit that a long way over the head of Ramon Flores.
One of the things about Tanaka is he's not going to give in to you. That looked like the split, 85 miles an hour. Well located, too. He had to throw a strike. He wanted to throw a strike, and that was on the outside corner at the knees. Dustin going with the pitch.
Nice production from the bottom of your order. See if Zunino can pick him up for the lead now. Both teams with a run on 2 hits. Well, last time we remember Mike trying to bunt down in Houston, he hit a home run last year. It's one of my favorite moments last year. Couldn't get the bunt down twice, and then boom! That was great.
Where the app is moving. All right, we'll make up for it, get a base hit. And the next thing you know, he's hitting it off the back wall.
0-1. Check swing, fouled it off. Like 1 for 3 against Tanaka last year. Two pitch. Blocked by John Ryan Murphy. Took over the second inning for Brian McCann. Still waiting word on what happened to McCann, who grounded out the second and took himself out of the ballgame. John Ryan Murphy 1 for 3 in last night's game for Joe Girardi. Still in his 8th year as Yankee manager. Strike 3 called. 4th strikeout for Tanaka. 3 consecutive strikeouts looking. You got Cruz and Seager to start the second inning. Stick around after the game for Mariners postgame. It's presented by Delta Airlines. Really good crowd here. Beautiful day. Developing at Tate Gold Field. Clouds giving us a break. Get some sunshine in here. Got to the yard this morning. Roof was extended, covering things up. Here's Logan Morrison, top of the order. Struck out on 3 pitches. Lead off the Mariners home first. Logan Morrison against right-hand pitching is a .345 on-base percentage. One of the big reasons why Lloyd McClendon's got him in the leadoff spot. Get him on. He's been swinging the bat well. Got a 10-game hitting streak working. 1 out. Ackley good speed at second. 1-1.
Well, we've talked about it enough, and the club's struggling with runners in scoring position. Starting at the game today, hitting .217 overall. And I think that this move, you mentioned the on-base percentage, is just trying to create more opportunities.
Ball 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on, a run in. Good hands by Gregorius out there. After $20 million posting fee was put up, Tanaka chose the Yankees. 7 years, $155 million. A dribbler foul.
You mentioned those numbers, and you think of Tanaka, and I think a lot of people think that he's a guy that has an overpowering fastball. That has not been the case with him. Again, his fastball is 90 to 92 miles an hour. The thing that he's great at is mixing up all of his pitches, and he has 5 of them: a curveball, a cutter, a slider, the split finger, and of course his fastball.
I'd say the split is when he's got it working is as good as anybody's.
No, I would agree with that, and it makes it so difficult because he has such good command of his fastball on the edges of the plate.
Oh, he gets it by him. They're going to wave. Ackley. Here's Flores with the throw. It is in time. They got him. What a throw by Flores. Morrison with the base hit. Rich Dudley took a shot. And Flores answered the call.
Well, you had to feel it was going to take a perfect throw to get him, and that's exactly what Flores is. One hop right on the money, and an easy play for Murphy, the catcher. You can see how quickly he had to get the tag down to get the foot of Dustin, but it was a perfect throw. And a pretty good job of hanging on to it.
Still a 1-1 game, 2 outs. Morrison at first. Lomo extends his hitting streak to 11 games. Now Austin Jackson. Headley made a terrific play to throw him out. If you're a third base coach, you're going to have some guys thrown out on occasion. Got to take a chance and have the thought being make them make a play, and the kid made a heck of a play. I mean, that's a perfect throw.
He really did, and I think that, again, seeing that last replay, you can see Dustin's foot hit his glove, and it almost was able to get in there, possibly kick the ball out.
If Jackson can continue, there's been some great hitting against the Yankees. Entered today a .426 hitter against the Yankees in his last 15 games, dating back to April 27th of 2012.
You can see what he's done in this series. 6 for 9 in the series.
0-2. Terrific evening. Reaching base 6 times last night. First time in his career. Season best 4 hits. And the 14th time. That's a number that blew us both away. And he takes a called third strike. So Tanaka's got 5 strikeouts, and the last 4 of them have been looking. Mariners do tie it up. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, leave a man. It's a 1-1 ball game. Sports being brought to you by Silver Reef Hotel Casino Spa. I-5 exit 260 Ferndale, Washington. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. And by AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Cloudy day, but comfortable. 59 degrees here in Seattle. Long homestand for the Mariners. They're 1-5 to this point. And then now the Tampa Bay Rays, they'll be coming to town for 4 games. The kids in the crowd here today. And take a guess who's coming to the plate here to lead things off for the Yankees in the 4th inning. Hey, it's none other than Alex Rodriguez. 1 for 9 on the series. A comebacker to Taiwan to end the 1st inning. Strike 1.
Second time through the lineup. Pretty good breaking ball right there from Taiwan. We might see a few more off-speed pitches. First time through, 79% of his pitches fastballs. That's a good one. 96 miles an hour. That's the best fastball from him so far.
Right up in the hands area. Taijuan with 4 strikeouts. Tanaka's got 5. There's the 0-2. Alex did a good job to get to that pitch.
You're absolutely right. At 96, anything that's above the belt, especially when it's in on your hands, and that was just off the inside corner, that's difficult for anybody to try to handle as you look at Rick Wake's pitching coach.
Other daylight action today. Second inning, Atlanta leads at Arizona 6-0. And bottom 3 at San Francisco, the Pirates and Giants, no score.
Oh, yeah! Oh, come on, Noel!
2-2.
Strike!
Stopped by Zunino. Full count. A-Rod followed by Mark Teixeira and John Ryan Murphy. Here we go, 3-2. Lost it. First walk of the ball game. Safeco Insurance and the Mariners invite you to do more with a Grand Slam family package. Get 4 tickets, hot dogs, and Pepsi soft drinks for one low price for tomorrow's game when the Mariners host the Rays. Visit Mariners.com to pick up family package tickets. Mark Teixeira, last time up, 2-1 pitch, homered, high, towering home run to the lower right field stands for his 16th homer and 41st run batted in. Another high fly ball. This one going to stay in the yard, though. Seth Smith gets under. One away. Good action in the pen again. Easily one of the hottest spots in Seattle. Here's John Ryan Murphy. Strike 1 to Murphy. Murphy taking over the catching duties when Brian McCann left after his first at bat, a ground out in the second inning. First career start for Taijuan Walker against the Yankees. One and two. CC Sabathia on the left. CC 5 2/3 of 9 hit, 2-run ball, 2 walks and 6 Ks. Mike Montgomery was in line to get the win. Fernando Rodney could not hold the lead in the ninth. Strike 3 called. Murphy's gone. He didn't like that call. Taijuan Walker with his 5th strikeout. And there's 2 down with the man aboard here in the 4th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 5 Ks for Taijuan, 1 walk, 2 outs in the 4th for Garrett Jones. He took a called 3rd strike his first time up.
And Taijuan is staying with the fastball right now. Tried to throw a couple of sliders. Alex Rodriguez missed with them both, and he ended up walking him on the slider. There's the changeup. And so far this afternoon, he's had a good fastball, been able to locate it. His changeup has been effective against the left-handed hitters. He seems to be having a tough time throwing his breaking ball for a strike here early.
1-1 to Jones. Did not go as they check with Mike DeMuro at third base. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jones, a former Pirate, Twin, and Marlin. That's hit well. Seth Smith going to give it a courtesy look. Out of here. 2-run homer for Garrett Jones. Yankees with a 3-1 lead for Jones. His 3rd home run. RBIs 8 and 9. 2nd home run in less than 24 hours for Jones. Hit a 3-run jack last night. In the 11th, turned out to be the game winner.
Yeah, I think this is a location issue. You can see Zunino set up away, and that's a changeup. 89 miles an hour speeds his bat up, and typically down and in to the left-handers is a tough spot to pitch him.
And with the glove, reach. Right behind him, missed it. Strike 1 to lefty swinging Didi Gregorius. Switch hitters I mentioned earlier. He's made some good plays in the field in this series. Backhanded by Miller. Quick release, and he gets it. 2-run homer by Garrett Jones. Puts the Yankees back on top by the count of 3-1. Two-run shot by Garrett Jones as we check our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. Those Astros lead by 5 over the Angels, 5.5. Rangers, Mariners 8.5. And for the words of Robert Klein, Oakland Athletics just watching. Here we go with Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager on. It's turning out to be a lovely day with the wind blowing in from left field. 3-game hitting streak for Cano. Wind blowing across left to right. Left field foul pole to the right field pole. Cano ground out to short. First time up against Masahiro Tanaka, who struck out 5, 4 of them looking. Bouncing ball goes to Drew. Goes out the former Yankee second baseman, 1 away.
He is throwing a lot of strikes. 42 pitches, 32 strikes. 12 batters, 9 first pitch strikes. And he's been doing it with an assortment of pitches. Everything that he has, he's been able to throw over the plate when he's wanted to.
Well, let's see what Cruz does this time. He was struck out looking on an 0-2 pitch. The youngster looking good in that uni. Strike 1 to Cruz. Looking for his first hit against Tanaka. He's 0 for 7. 1-1. Gardner's got this under control, 2 away. Get the best mascot in baseball. We stop by the Seattle Children's Moose Den at Safe Go Field. Let's head out to the den located on the main concourse in center field the next time you're here at the ballpark for a photo with the one and only Mariner Moose. Kyle Seager, he too struck out, looking on an 0-2 pitch back in the second inning. Strike one. Bruin short right field for Kyle. Gregorius on the right side. 1-2. You're right about the assortment.
A couple of good splits right there, exactly mixing it up. I mean, look at what he did coming into this game, and this again just coming off the disabled list, but before that 38% fastballs, 22% sliders, 21% split fingers, 10% cutters. He's mixing in a lot of different pitches.
Kyle takes 1-2. 2 out, nobody on here in the fourth. Mark Teixeira leadoff homer in the second. A 2-out, 2-run homer by Garrett Jones in the top of the fourth. Mariners got their run. Dustin Eck, the RBI double after Miller led off the third with a triple. Big Japanese media contingent to follow Tanaka. NHK televising the series. Four home runs by the Yankees in this series. Teixeira's got 2. Jones has got 2. It's 5:40 a.m. as they watch this ball game in Tokyo. 2-2 to Seager Thursday morning. Natural.
He and Murphy are having a tough time.
Yeah.
Trying to get on the same page.
The way they were going through, they were in the wrong library. I mean, they were across town from each other.
It can't be tough. He throws 5 different pitches.
But nonetheless. Jeez. You see your pitcher catch you doing that, and you're standing third going, seriously, fellas, nobody on? Boy, got him to chase. That's strikeout number 6. Just the second one swinging for Tanaka. He's got a 3-1 lead. Field. Yankees in the finale of this 3-game series, a 3-1 lead as we take a look. The Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Cleveland has been to town. Tampa Bay's coming in. Then we'll have a day off Monday. 3 at Cleveland, 3 at Houston. See the Giants for 4 games, 2 there, 2 here. And then the Houston Ball Club will come to Seattle for the 2nd time this season. They're all important. Strike 1 to Stephen Drew, the second baseman leading off. It'll be Drew, Flores, and Gardner. 8-9-1 against Taijuan Walker. He's given up a home run to Teixeira and a 2-run shot to Jones.
Just never gets any easier, does it, looking at that schedule?
Ooh.
Tampa, they're in 2nd place behind these Yankees in the East. Cleveland, they're starting to play better baseball.
Hit pretty well. Jones, make that Jackson rather, tracks it down. Long fly ball. Retires Stephen Drew. And there's 1 out. Imagine a pregame party in Edgar's Cantina with Edgar himself. We'll save the date, June 15th. You could bid on items like this during the Mariners Root Sports Tele-Auction. All proceeds benefit Mariners Care. Look at Tampa Bay. Ball club's #1 in ERA in the American League.
Again, it just gets tougher. Then you have Houston. They're unreal the way that they've been playing here the first 50-plus games.
Ridiculous.
And
3rd.
And then 4 with San Francisco, and they're 2nd behind the Dodgers. So
1-1 to Flores. That should be playable. Kyle Seager's under. 2 outs. At 4 days against the Giants. Giants #1 in hitting in the National League. #1 in hits, 2nd in total bases, 3rd in triples, 2nd in on-base percentage, and 7th in ERA.
Usually it's the other way around with that club. They're usually right at the top as far as pitching goes, and their offense is struggling, but not this year. They're scoring a bunch of runs.
6th in runs scored. Boy, not bad. 3rd World Championship in 5 years. Brett Gardner as we get to the top of the order. Gardner, strikeout and a fly to center. One. Two balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Chase Headley on deck. Full count. Taijuan struck out 5. He's walked 1. Ackley playing shallow in left field. Jackson trying to cut off the gap in left center against Brett Gardner. Probably, and I don't think any question, the fastest guy in the Yankee lineup today. Playing without Jacoby Ellsbury's on the DL. There's a flip shot left field, and Ackley placed perfectly. 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. It's a 3-1 Yankee lead. Express buses, Link Light Rail, and Sounder trains. Weigh your options at soundtransit.org. More clouds starting to dissipate here at Safeco Field. Bright sunshine. Gotta love it. Wednesday afternoon. Seth Smith going to lead things off, followed by Brad Miller and Dustin Ackley against Masahiro Tanaka, who struck out 6 so far. He's had 6 or more strikeouts in 18 of his 25 career starts. Nice diving play by the shortstop Gregorius to get Seth Smith back in the second inning. On to Seth. Tanaka with the 6 Ks, hasn't walked anybody. Gave up 3 hits and all in the third inning. Leadoff triple by Miller, RBI double Ackley, the next hitter, and Logan Morrison had a single in that inning. Also, Ackley was thrown out trying to score on that base hit to left by Logan Morrison.
One of the few at-bats where we've seen Tanaka at the top of the strike zone. For the most part, he's been on the edges of the plate pitching down.
Hung that up in his eyes, but Gregorius is right at the spot. And there's one away here in the 5th. In print and online at SeattleTimes.com. The Seattle Times delivers deep sports coverage to your desktop, phone, or tablet. Make the most of the season. Visit SeattleTimes.com to subscribe today. And Brad Miller on a 2-1 pitch, triple to the right center field gap. Seeing how Tanaka attacks him here. Down and got a low pitch. Drew throws him out 2 away. And that'll bring up Dustin Ackley. Double to left on a 3-1 pitch. Driving in Brad Miller for the Mariners' only run in the third inning.
Now, one of the few hitters counts that the Mariners have had today. Tanaka so far has faced 16 batters, 12 first pitch strikes, so he continues to work ahead. And it hasn't been a situation where he's just out there just pumping fastballs in there to begin with. He's using all of his pitches to get ahead. Makes it more difficult.
Long foul. 1-1. Ackley with that double, now 1 for 4 against Tanaka. Tanaka beat the Mariners here in a complete game last summer. 1-1. Ball 2. There's Girardi and his brain trust. He'll be going home, enjoy a day off tomorrow. 2-2. Good day for this guy to make a couple of bucks in to refresh some fans here and to get a little show for your money as well. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Goodness gracious. He got 7 Ks, needed 9 pitches through the 5th inning. 3-1 Yankees. second inning. Mark Teixeira, a terror here in this series. His second home run. The first was Monday, a grand slam against Felix. It's a 1-0 Yankee lead. Third inning. How about the Eck attack?
He ends up hitting a pretty good pitch. It looked like it was a split that was down and on the outside corner, but after Miller triples, Dustin ends up with a double right there to drive him in.
And in the fourth inning, Garrett Jones, who did damage last night, boy, that lefty swing, did he get that in the sweet zone or what?
Yeah, that was a situation where Taijuan just missed his spot.
Fly ball left center field. This off the bat of Headley, and Ackley's got it for out number one.
Threw him a couple of good fastballs. I wanted to throw the changeup down and away from him, and ended up pulling across his body. Ended up, as you saw right there, down and in. And Jones ended up golfing it out of the ballpark. Taijuan so far 76 pitches, 52 strikes. So he's throwing a lot of strikes. That's a good sign. 20 batters faced, 15 first pitch strikes.
Here's Alex Rodriguez. Update on Ryan McCann, who started the game behind the dish for the Yankees. Suffered some right foot soreness. When they get back to New York City tomorrow, he'll get an MRI. Rodriguez fouls one back. Alex 0 for 1 with a walk.
I think that was from last night. Remember, he came into the game and he ended up fouling that ball off of his foot and hobbled around a little bit late in the game.
Good call. Pinch hitting in the ninth, right? There's Cano going to throw out his good buddy Alex Rodriguez for the second out.
Both pitchers efficient. Taijuan's been hurt with a couple of home runs.
But all in all, you're going to like what you see.
No, it's pitching great.
Tremendous. There's Teixeira.
And I think that the home run that Teixeira hit, the solo home run, he threw him a fastball where he wanted to, which was away, and Teixeira just went out, was able to get it, towering fly ball to right that had just enough distance. The mistake was on the changeup.
Mark, fly ball to right a second time, up 1 for 2. Home run, a 16th. And that one got home plate umpire Will Little. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. And back to live action. Teixeira is gone. And a strikeout for Taijuan Walker, his 6th. And we go to the home 6th. Mariners down 3-1. Difference of the game, Masahiro Tanaka throwing a beauty. 7 strikeouts, no walks. He's got 5 strikeouts looking.
coming off the disabled list. We weren't sure what we were going to see today, and a couple of rehab starts. This is his first time out. We figured he'd be around 80, 85 pitches, but right now, through 5 innings, only thrown 60 pitches, and he's been spot on.
Foul off the bat of Mike Zunino, who leads things off for the Mariners here in the 6th. Zunino, Morrison, and Jackson 9, 1 and 2. Tanaka struck at everybody today except for Cano, Smith, and Miller.
Let's go, Nunu!
One and 2 to Mike Z. Gardner drifting over to his left. And there's one out. Buster Posey, Brendan Crawford, and the defending world champion San Francisco Giants make a rare trip to Safeco Field. 2-game set Wednesday, June 17th, Thursday, June 18th. Get your tickets today at Mariners.com. Giants starting today 2 games behind the Dodgers in the National League West. He knows what he wants. Come on, Dad, give it to him. Top of the order, Logan Morrison.
The Yankees have the shift on. Logan was able to beat the shift his last time up, had a base hit into left field.
Extended his hitting streak to 11 games. Homer by Teixeira, and a 2-run homer by Jones. With the Yankee runs and an RBI double by Ackley for the Mariners. 0-2 to Lomo. Nowhere to go but up offensively for the Mariners. Last in batting average in the American League. Next to last in runs. 27th in runs per game in Major League Baseball. They are 4th in homers. 7th in ERA. So that is the 8th strikeout as Lomo unloads on Will Little. 8th strikeout. Another one looking.
93-mile-an-hour fastball, and Logan certainly thought that pitch was down. You can see how surprised he was when it was called.
Here's Austin Jackson looking to extend his hitting streak to 7. He's 0 for 2. Well, you can see why the Yankees paid 7 for 155 for Tanaka. He's on today, and then some.
He is on today.
Man. And like you said, when you got 4 or 5 things to worry about in terms of what he's throwing up there.
Well, and there's a good curveball for a strike. So even when he misses with a first pitch fastball, he's able to get back into the count with an off-speed pitch. It makes it tough, and then you have to cover both sides of the plate too.
8 strikeouts, 6 looking. Third baseman Headley throws out Austin Jackson. A 1-2-3. It's 9. That's 10 retired by Tanaka in his 3-1 ball game. This little guy witnessing a really good pitching matchup today. very comfortable afternoon in Seattle. Tampa Bay Rays, they can really pitch, and they come to town. 4-game set starts tomorrow night. Ramirez against Elias, Happ and Odorizzi, Colome and Felix Hernandez, and Chris Archer. Last time we saw him, he was sensational. And kudos to Mike Montgomery, made his Major League debut last night and threw a whalable ball game, was in line to get the win. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, 97 pitches, 64 for strikes.
That'll be an interesting series. Take a look at Mike Montgomery on the bench watching today. We know about Ramirez, obviously he's been here. I think Odorizzi is similar to what we're seeing today. He's a guy that can really pinpoint his fastball, mix it up. He can pitch backwards when he needs to. Of course, Archer, power pitcher. You're going to see a really good fastball from him and a hard slider.
Fouled off, look out. Yeah, Archer, when we saw him on Wednesday, May 27th, 8 innings, 2 hits, shutout ball with 12 Ks, tying his career best.
Well, now he's at 15 in his last outing, 15 strikeouts, so he's feeling pretty good.
Tell you what, let's give kudos to Taijuan Walker too. He continues to mature in front of us here. Yeah, he did give up the 2 home runs, but it's been a well-pitched ball game here. 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk. There's another strikeout. He overpowers Murphy. It's back-to-back Ks. He's got 7 for the afternoon. 1 down here in the 7th. Take a look at the T-Mobile game changer. This one really hurt him. Garrett Jones, a man on, 2 outs, back in the 4th.
Well, he's hit the Mariners in back-to-back days. He had the 3-run homer in the 11th inning yesterday, and now this 2-run home run on a changeup to give the Yankees the lead.
Struck out looking his first time. There's the strike. Tanaka's got 8 strikeouts, 6 looking. Taijuan's got 7 strikeouts. And he's got 2 looking. Chris Capuano, veteran, warming up. High heat, way upstairs at 96.
Yeah, Capuano gets into the game. That'll be a different look for the Mariners. Left-hander, but he's also more of a soft tosser. He's not going to overpower you with a fastball.
Oof.
Like that. That's a good fastball. He's really had a good fastball today. He's been 94 to 96 miles an hour. And good command of it.
That bodes well, doesn't it? Man, oh man. 2-2. Frankly, we'll get this. 2 outs. And how much confidence does that boost in this kid, as well as what it does to Lloyd McClendon and the coaching staff to see him throw like this?
Well, I think that this is what it basically boils down to, Dave, is he's had moments, and in those moments you gain some confidence from that. Now the trick is, can he go out and be consistently good? And that's the hard part. And we talked about his last outing where he gave up just the 2 hits, and he's trying to build off of that. So far, I would say he's done it this afternoon. I think he's going to probably, in between starts, they're going to continue to work on his breaking ball. His fastball has been really good today. His changeup has been an effective pitch, but he's had a tough time with his breaking ball. So that's something he and Rick Waits will work on. His bullpen sessions in between starts.
Tried the last 9 until this one right here. Base hit off the bat of Gregorius.
And that's on the breaking ball. Just a hanging breaking ball up and in the middle of the plate.
Fourth Yankee hit. Brings up second baseman Stephen Drew. He's 0 for 2. Comebacker to Taijuan and a fly to center. Strike 1. So Taijuan's run of 9 consecutive hitters ends on that base hit. Meanwhile, Tanaka on the other side, he's retired in the last 10 that he's faced.
Well, the other thing, and we heard Lloyd before the game, he was talking about, he said his bullpen is a little bit beat up. Felix going 4 2/3, and then of course the extra innings yesterday after the 6 innings by Montgomery. The guys have had to pitch a lot in Taiwan. They needed him to step up, and he's done that today, pitching here in the 7th inning. Nobody getting loose in the Mariner pen. Taiwan now at 96 pitches.
And we'll say it again. Just got to get the offense going. Man.
Have to. Have to find a way.
I think it was great last year. Remember an 8-game losing streak in April, and Lloyd said, hey, I'm doing what a skipper's supposed to do. Steer the team through the storm. So we'll do it again as Miller throws out Stephen Drew. Nice work by Taiwan Walker. 7 strong innings. You get Cano, you get Cruz, you get Seager when we come back. Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Skies brightening over Seattle as we look at Elliott Bay. Mariners trailing the Yankees here as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1 Yankees. Couple of home runs by the Bombers. A solo blast by Teixeira in the 2nd. A 2-run shot by Garrett Jones in the 4th. Mariner run coming in the 3rd. Miller leads off with a triple. Ackley doubled him home. Nothing since then as Chris Young, he takes over in right field for Garrett Jones. Masahiro Tanaka, 8 strikeouts, 6 looking. He's retired the last 10 men that he's faced. Make it 11 if this ball is caught. And Gregorius makes the play off the bat of Cano. So now the clouds, they have departed, many of them. There are a few more coming in, but right now it's a good looking setting here at Safeco Field.
Well, the clouds that we're looking at, friendly clouds.
Yeah, does make a difference.
We thought Tanaka would throw 80-85 pitches. He's at 71 right now, so hopefully this is going to be his last inning because he is on his game today.
He's been pinpoint. 32,701 on hand here. Mariners really drawing well. Drew will take this one, hit off the end of the bat. Foreground, that's Chris Capuano. I think it's right. The other we saw the other day, saw last night. Quick 2 outs in the 7th against the 3-4 hitters Cano and Cruz, and now Kyle Seager. Mariners start today 5th in attendance in the American League. Strike one. Kyle has struck out looking and swinging today. Way inside 1-1. Mariners trying to end a 4-game losing streak on this 1-5 homestand with 4 to go against Tampa Bay.
Ain't first good again.
1-1 to Kyle. Strike 3 called. That is 9 strikeouts, 7 called, 13 consecutive hitters retired by Tanaka. Man, oh man, what a ball game he's throwing in front of these kids here on a sunny day in Seattle. Taijuan Walker pops up Ramon Flores. 1 away. 1 out here in the 8th. Time for the Big Fish Casino big catch. Take you back to the 3rd. And Ackley trying to score from second, and a perfect throw by the left fielder Ramon Flores. Catcher holding on, John Ryan Murphy. That was in the Mariner 3rd when they did score. Ackley drove in Miller, who led off with a triple. Taijuan Walker, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits.
Taijuan is now at 100 pitches for the ball game.
Tanaka's been a little bit better. 13 consecutive hitters retired. 9 strikeouts.
Charlie Furbush getting loose in the pen for Taijuan. 101 pitches. His season high is 102. He's done that 3 times.
One. Bouncing ball. Easy play for Lomo. Feeds to Taijuan Walker. 2 outs. I really like what I'm seeing to Taijuan today. Felix Hernandez He's set to pitch this Saturday against the Tampa Bay Rays. Your chance to be part of the King's Court for $35. Going to get a ticket in baseball's best seating section, a K card and a T-shirt. King's Court tickets, better go get them. Visit Mariners.com/Felix. Quick 2 outs here in the 8th. There's Chase Headley 0 for 3 today. Going back is Jackson. Near the track and can't get it. Headley into second with the double.
Right when he hits his glove up, he's going to crash into the wall, and the ball hits right off the top of the wall, almost hit it out of the ballpark. Boy.
It carried, didn't it?
It really did.
Because he went back like, oh, I got this all the way. And next thing you know, get a little extra gear. For Headley, his 8th double.
The flags, they are blowing out towards right center field.
Brings up Alex Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a walk. A couple of ground outs. Come back to Taiwan and a ground out to Cano.
This will be their first at bat with a runner in scoring position. Scoring all 3 of their runs on home runs. A couple of home runs today. Solo in the 2nd and then a 2-run homer in the 4th.
Let's go, Juice!
3 runs, 5 hits for the Yankees. A run on 3 hits for the Mariners. Alex hitting 2-11 with a homer and 16 runs batted in. Runners in scoring position. Taiwan with 2 outs, runner at second, trying to keep it a 3-1 ball game. Miller with the backhand. And he throws out Rodriguez. Nice job by Taiwan Walker. 8 quality innings. A couple home runs have hurt him. Mariners trail 3-1. By Jack in the Box. Taste the new black pepper cheeseburger today, only at Jack in the Box. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew on hand here. Good looking day in Seattle. And Masahiro Tanaka, was he throwing a gem today through 7? Wow.
Just 78 pitches to get through 7 innings. Only gave up 3 hits, did not walk anybody. And a season high 9 strikeouts for him. 78 pitches, 58 strikes from Tanaka. The good news, he's out of the ball game. Chris Capuano is going to take over. He's 0-3, ERA north of 6. Only 12 2/3, 12 strikeouts, 4 walks. Opponent's hitting .310 against him. He's given up a couple of home runs. Justin Ruggiano is going to pinch hit for Smith.
Ruggiano 2 for 8 with a homer against Capuano. First pitch. Fouled off. Ruggiano batting for Seth Smith, who went 0 for 2 today. Ruggiano, Brad Miller, and Dustin Ackley coming up. Count here for Ruggiano. 2-1.
Andrew Miller, the closer for the Yankees, getting loose.
How about that 1-2 punch? He and Betances. On the breaking ball, and Ruggiano singles to left. There's a tying run to the plate.
Dave mentioned breaking ball up out over the plate, hit it hard into left field. I'll bring up Brad Miller. Brad 1 for 2. He had a triple in the 3rd inning, scored the 1 run for the Mariners.
Miller going against the 11-year veteran Chris Capuano. He's with the Yankees in his 2nd year. Two-day for Brad. Triple and a ground out. Capuano, 36 years old, out of Springfield, Mass. Attended Duke University. Strike 1-1. Brad scored the Mariners' only run in this ball game against Masahiro Tanaka. Capuano began his career with Arizona back in 03, was with Milwaukee from 04 through the 10 season. He missed 8 and 9. Then the Mets in 11, the Dodgers in 12 and 13. Boston last year, and then traded to the Yankees. On 2 strikes to Brad. He just got a piece of it. Furbush is ready. Here's some names for you, Mike. December 2003. Capuano traded by the Diamondbacks with Craig Counsell and Chad Moeller, Lyle Overbay, Jorge De La Rosa, and Junior Spivey to Milwaukee for Shane Manson, Richie Sexson.
Wow. Players.
Tanaka finished the ball game retiring the last 13 men that he faced. Brad trying to get to Capuano. Brad's a tying run. And strike 3 called.
Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter for Dustin Ackley, and it will be Ricky Weeks.
Make sure you follow the Mariners all season long with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat's up to the moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. So get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet. Ricky Weeks going to pinch hit for Ackley. Ricky looking for his first hit in this homestand. He's 0 for 8.
And we're going to get a pitching change, it looks like.
Joe Girardi going to make a change. First appearance by Joe out here today. So we play here in the 8th. Mariners have 1 out, 1 on, down 3-1. Back with more right after this.
Here. There's so much going on at the ballpark today. You have Deca Day, it's Weather Day, tons of students here. Where are you rooting on the Mariners? We take a look at some of your photos. Joe says, great seats, better company. I love it. Mark, he's far away maybe, but he's close in mind. What that? Croissants, Taiwan Walker, and baseball. I love the Eiffel Tower there in the background. Well done. Paul is with Kurt, who is celebrating his first 63 years, and people come from all over the world just to root on your Seattle Mariners. He came all the way from Australia to see the Mariners with my auntie. Make sure you use the hashtag #WhereIRoot and send your photo in. Let's get you back upstairs. Guys, we got a new pitcher.
Yes, we do, and this is one of the quality closers in the game, Andrew Miller, and they still have Dylan Betances in the hole if they need him. It's pretty good depth for Girardi in that pen. Ricky Weeks, the hitter. Ricky 1 for 2 against Miller. In tight for ball 1. Miller pitched an inning last night, 2 hits, gave up a run, struck out 2. Bounce foul.
For Andrew Miller, he has a good fastball. He'll be in the mid-90s with it, 93 to 96 miles an hour, and a hard slider.
And 2.
There's the slider.
Nasty, wasn't it?
Right-handers, he will try to throw it to their back foot, get you to swing over the top of it, as Ricky just did. It's a tough pitch to lay off of, especially when you know he has 95.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he's aboard. Okay. Bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Mike Zunino.
Again, it's the slider. End up getting him on the back foot.
So as reliever comes in and hits his first batter. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Yankees with a 3-1 lead. A Teixeira leadoff homer in the second, a 2-run homer by Jones in the fourth. Mariners run coming on an Ackley RBI in the third. Mike Zunino 0 for 1 against Andrew Miller. Big spot here for Mike Z. 2 on, 1 out, down 2.
With the breaking ball, see if he can get a fastball he can handle right here. And a little breeze blowing out to right. Throws him the fastball, probably throw it away. And Mike can go that way with it.
1-0. Worked inside, 2-0.
Another slider, tremendous break to that pitch.
Ruggiano started the inning with a base hit to left and a 2-1 curveball that's hung up there by Capuano. Red Miller took a called third strike. Weeks was hit by a pitch. 2-0. Make it 3-0.
7 pitches, just 2 strikes from Miller.
Logan Morrison on deck. 3-0 to Mike. Walking, bases loaded. It's in Ruggiano to third. Weeks to second. And now Lomo was 1 for 3. Extended his hitting streak to 11 back in the third inning. He's 0 for 4 against Andrew Miller. Huge spot here. 1 out, bases loaded. Bottom third of the order is aboard. First pitch from Miller. Ball 1. Well, when he throws a strike, Romo can't miss it. He's got to hit it hard somewhere.
The challenge for him is going to be able to keep his front side in there, his front shoulder on that breaking ball. It's a big sweeping breaking ball today. Gets a fastball for a strike. He's trying to hit it hard somewhere. I'll miss it.
1-0.
There's the breaking ball.
Did not go, so he's in charge. Lomo, 2-0 count.
Pitching coach making a trip out to the mound. So far for Miller, 10 pitches, only 2 strikes.
Larson 1 for 4, bases loaded this season with 3 runs batted in. Opportunity knocking here for the Mariners. Outfield straightaway and deep for Morrison. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom 8, 3-1 Yankees. Pitch. Ball 3. Austin Jackson on deck.
Well, Logan should be taking this pitch all the way.
There's a strike. Now we go to work.
Right on the outside corner.
could be your ball game right here. Bases loaded. Infield double play depth. 1 out. 3-1. Yankee lead. Pitch from Miller. Swing and a miss. 3-2.
A good fastball to hit and missed it. 93 miles an hour, middle away.
Long look by Miller. He's ready. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a breaking ball. 2 down.
Well, goes back to the 3-1 pitch. He had a fastball he could handle and missed it. And then he comes back. Give Miller a lot of credit to throw a breaking ball right there. He hasn't been able to throw it for a strike, and this one is off the plate, but he's able to get Logan, who figured it. I agree with him that he was going to get a fastball. That'll be up to Austin Jackson.
You mentioned coming into today's game on the 1-5 homestand, the Mariners hitting a paltry 155 runners in scoring position. Boy, they need a hit. Strike 1. Take their lead. 2 outs. Go through it again. Through the signs again. Here's the 0-1. Taken for a ball. 1-1. Miller's ready. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 1-2. 2 out. Bases loaded. Here we go. 1-2. Headley, short way, Threat dies, 3 left on base. To the 9th we go, 3-1 the Yankees. 8 innings, a 5-hit, 3-run ball, a walk, and 7 Ks. Did some nice things, but 2 home runs got him.
Had a really good fastball today. Topped out at 96 miles an hour and great command of it. Changeup, there's a good changeup. Changeup was excellent. Tough time finding his breaking ball, but overall you have to be happy with what Taijuan did after his last outing. Going 8 innings again. Gave up the 3 runs, a couple of home runs hurt him. But outside of that, pretty dominant performance for Taijuan. Only 1 walk, didn't walk anybody his last outing, just 1 walk today.
Well, he is trending nicely. He did his job today. The Mariners just left the bases loaded in the 8th. And there you have it for Mr. Walker. 108 pitches, 76 for strikes.
8 innings, just 5 hits. Unfortunately, 2 of them left the ballpark. 1 walk, 7 strikeouts.
Charlie Furbush takes over.
23rd appearance for Charlie.
Mark Teixeira to turn around that right-handed. Got the first run of the ball game. Led off the 2nd inning with a home run. High towering blast, just got into the right field lower stands. 0-1 from Charlie. 0-1. Teixeira 2 for 8 against Charlie. Breaking ball missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball goes foul. 2-2. 2-2 to Mark Teixeira leading off the 9th inning. John Ryan Murphy and Chris Young to follow. Two and 2 from Charlie. Up the middle. There's Cano. Strategically placed. Throws him out. 1 down. 1 out in the 9th. Make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday to find out the top 5 fan favorite plays of the week. Plus, each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light Refresherator just for participating. Official rules, visit rootsports.com. 1 out for Murphy. And he looks at ball 1. Took over for Brian McCann, left with a foot injury. Murphy today struck out looking and swinging.
Good slider from Charlie. Charlie's fastball typically 91, 92 miles an hour, and then he'll have that slider at 82.
Wearing him out with that pitch.
Almost in the same location, trying to throw it at his back foot, was able to get it there twice.
Charlie deals 1 and 2. At the left center, deep. Jackson is there. 2 away. And first plate appearance now for Chris Young. Came on to take over in right field in the 7th inning for Gary Jones. Chris Young got off a hot start for the Yankees, but batting average down to .217 in 47 games. Seager. And Charlie throws a 1-2-3 ninth. Coming up for the Mariners, bottom 9, down 3-1. Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, and Kyle Seager.
Her rally cap on, and we take a look at our CenturyLink link to what's next after the Yankees leave town. The Tampa Bay Rays come into town. The AL East, yeesh, they just keep coming. Roenis Elias goes against former Mariner Erasmo Ramirez in game 1. Jay Happ, then Felix, and Mike Montgomery's going to get another start. Look what he gets against Chris Archer. Coming up on Mariners postgame, we will continue to get you ready for that series against Tampa Bay. We're going to hear from the players, and we'll listen in on the skipper as well. It's all coming up. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines, guys.
Angie, thanks so much. Mariners had them loaded in the 8th. Andrew Miller pitched out of trouble. He's got Robinson Cano leading off. 3-1 New York. Robbie today. 2 ground outs and a pop-up. Cano's 2 for 13 against Miller. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out on 3 pitches. For Miller, his second strikeout.
Slider, fastball, and then goes right back to the slider as you look at our Alaska Supermo and the swing by Cano well out in front of that last breaking ball at 85 miles an hour.
Here's Cruz, 1 for 4 against Andrew Miller. Hey, it's all arms and legs coming downhill at 95. Wow. Breaking ball, strike 2. Only Smith and Ruggiero were not struck out today in the Mariner batting line. Strike 3 called. Quick 2 outs. Cruz case for the second time today. Kyle Seager, he struck out 3 times, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 9, 3-1 Yankees. He is just pumping strikes.
He struggled in his first inning, which was the 8th inning, was able to work out of it. Now he's just dialing it up. He has that outside corner to the left. He's locked in.
Pitching like he's got a plane to catch and the motor's already running. Oh, 2 to Seager. Squibber stopped by Headley, throws across, can't get him. So the Mariners will get a chance here. They'll bring the tying run to the plate. Infield hit for Seager. Ruggiano, they got Capuano for a base hit in the 8th.
Well, the shift on right off the end of the bat. Good effort by Headley, but Kyle hustling the entire way. And Teixeira able to pick it over at first, but Kyle beats it out.
Ruggiano's had a good look at what Miller has, that's for sure. There's that breaking ball for strike 1. Ruggiano 0 for 2 against Andrew Miller. Breaking ball 0-2. Seager takes second. Indifference. 2 outs. John Ryan Murphy going out to speak with Miller. Sign settled now with runner at second. 2 outs and is way ahead here. Ruggiano 0-2. Here's the pitch to JR. Outside. Ball 1. Ball 2 strikes. 2-2. I'm hanging a mistake here, banging out of here.
Why not?
Brad Miller on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second. Mariners down 2. Hit foul past Rich Sterling, third base coach. $32,701 on hand here. Turned out to be a good looking day here at Safeco Field. Mariners on the short end. 3-1 Yankees. 2-2 pitch to Ruggiano. Full count. Brad Miller hoping for a chance to keep this game going. Got a chance to swing the bat. 3-2 to Ruggiano. Pitch from Miller. Bouncing ball to Headley. Throws across, and that'll do it. Yankees sweep the Mariners. Mariners have lost 5 consecutive games to drop to 1-6 in this homestand. 3-1 final. Yankees win it. Tanaka was dominant, and Miller wasn't too shabby either.
Well, I thought Taijuan Walker was really good again today, going 8 innings, giving up the 3 runs. Just a couple of home runs, but another step forward for him. Back-to-back outings, quality starts for Walker, and the Mariners. Now that the Yankees are leaving town, they're going to have to find a way and give these guys a little bit of run support.
Absolutely. Back at you tomorrow with Tampa Bay. But right now, Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Bill.
Gentlemen, thank you.